the soundtrack to Sinners is such a big part of the film that it's almost like its own character throughout the piece. Why was
Hmm.
it so important for you to have a song in it, and how do you feel it fits in with the rest of the music in the movie?
Oh man, honestly, I didn't know I would. I didn't know I would be on the soundtrack until a couple weeks ago. I knew that they were working on it last year over the summer while they were recording or while they were filming in New Orleans. Um, and so I foolishly kind of assumed that, oh, I won't be a part of this one, and that's okay because I haven't been on every single project. And
Yeah,
so um, when Serena and Ludwig reached out about contributing music, I was like, oh, for sure. It was a pleasant surprise for sure, and I was ready for it. I was ready for the opportunity, and they sent over a reference, or like they sent over some instrumentation, and asked me to just lay down a reference to kind of give them an idea of what I was thinking. And when I sent the reference back, they hit me back like, "Hey, we gotta, hey, fly your ass out to LA tomorrow morning. We gotta lay this down in like the big studio with the engineers and all the fancy equipment and everything." And and so it all worked out. They loved the reference track that I sent, and we were able to get into the big studio, collab with a couple other artists, a couple engineers, and get it all together. And I'm just thankful that people like the song.
yeah,
It's such a different sound for me personally.
definitely.
I've never done anything like this before, and a lot of people were like, "Bro, I didn't even know you could sing like that." And I was like, "Well, yeah, I sing, but I wouldn't call myself a singer,
Yeah.
but because the song is resonating with people so well, maybe I got to add that to the title. I don't know.
Why not? I mean, tell me more about Troubled Waters and the process of making the song. You touched on going to the studio, but
Yeah.
it's also a personal song, right? Because it features like a voice note from your late uncle.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, so the movie takes place in Mississippi,
Yes.
and my family has close ties to Mississippi. We have a bunch of family members from Mississippi, and my uncle James, who's featured on the record, is from Mississippi. And when they sent the production over, the thing that I noticed most is that it felt very bluesy,
Hmm.
like production felt very bluesy, and I wanted to run with that. Like I wanted to lean into that a lot, and me being a rapper, I knew that I wanted to provide something different than the song has rap elements to it, but
Hmm.
it's very much a blues sing songy song. And
Yeah.
I just I wanted to pay my respects not only to the blues artists that came before me, um, but to my uncle. He was a massive blues fan, and he's the one who introduced me to it. And so this was an opportunity to not only pay my respects to the artists that came before me, but to pay my respects to my uncle as well. I never had any grandfathers, and so my uncle James was the grandfather figure for me. And so this was an opportunity to just pay it all forward, and it
Yeah.
really worked out.
Speaking of blues, obviously that's a big part of the film, but spoiler for anyone who hasn't seen it, there's a big twist at the end
Yeah.
where Sammy ends up being Buddy Guy,
Uh,
which is
uh,
so
uh.
cool because for me, I took a blues and African American literature class, went to Buddy Guy's club,
Oh, so
listened to
you
blues
get it.
music there. Yeah, so
Yeah.
I was like geeking out, like, oh my God, Buddy Guy, like this is
Uh-huh.
so cool. So what did you think about that when you saw that twist and how ingrained that music was in that film?
Oh, for us, it was a full circle moment.
Hmm.
My cousin Wendy, who is the daughter of my Uncle James, she is a massive Buddy Guy fan, and so is my Uncle James. And so for us, as a family, it was a full circle moment, bringing it all together like that. And my cousin Wendy actually got the opportunity to meet him
Wow.
while we were filming, and got the chance to kick it with him and hang out with him. And it was just honestly overwhelming experience, really. Just being in that close proximity to a legend.
Hmm.
Uh, it's a feeling that can't be described, and I'm so happy that scene is connecting with people because it's um it's really impactful. Like it ties everything together, but it also, I think, tells a bigger story of black liberation and black ownership. I think like that's, I don't want to ruin the themes of the movie, but like
Yeah.
those are the themes that are visited throughout the film, and I think that that ending kind of ties everything together.
It also marks another collaboration between your brother and Ludwig. How
Yeah,
does this soundtrack really stand out from the rest? Because a lot of people are talking about it and
yeah,
it's getting big praise already.
yeah. Well, it's I think it's the blues. Like it's blues music is the way my ancestors would tell it to me is like blues music is like the music of the homeland. We brought it with us. We brought it with us to this place, and I think that anytime you lock Ludwig in the studio and give him some inspiration, he's gonna get down, man. I've been
Mhm.
watching compose and produce for over a decade now, and it's like I'm blown away every time I see him sit down and come up with something crazy. Like he sent that beat over to me, like it was just something mellow. Like he was just like, "Oh, I cooked something up. Let me know if you like it." And I played, and it's one of the most incredible things I've ever heard. And I'm like, man, what an opportunity it is to work with individuals like this. And so,
Yeah.
so like what a lot of people don't realize is, my older brother is musically inclined.
Hmm.
When he was younger, and so he has an ear for it. And Lou is a goddamn legend, and so like you put those two guys together, you're gonna get some amazing music to come up out of it. And so I think that people are just responding to two geniuses doing what they do best, sitting down and working. Like those are two of the hardest working people that I've ever been around, and it shows.
Hmm.
Anytime those guys link up and put something together, like it shows. And so I think that this is just another example of not only hard work, but what really diving into your craft does. I
Yeah.
think they are the perfect example of that. This is what happens when you roll your sleeves up and get to work. And so I'm happy that people are feeling the album, and I'm just excited that people like the song.